Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this presentation about LegacyTalks. First, I want to thank our development team. This could be one of the best lead generators and revenue generators for you. So what are LegacyTalks? Well, essentially these are infotainment events that are designed to introduce the concept of legacy by demonstrating the emotional and quick start elements of the Legacy Matters program. They're generally hosted at a private residence, and they're conducted by certified legacy advisors. And so what would be the purpose of doing these from a CLA's perspective? First of all, I can't imagine a better way to establish a new client relationship than at a legacy talk. Once you have established a really personal and emotional relationship with new people every time, at the very least you'll be able to register them for free Legacy Stories accounts where all things can happen. You'll have the opportunity to sell them the Legacy Matters program. Change their life for under $100 and an hour of their time. And if not them, or in addition to them, you'll have the opportunity to offer them Legacy Matters gift certificates. And during the course of the presentation, you will find somebody in that group who wishes that their friends and neighbors could have been there to see what they just saw, and they're going to want to host their own Legacy Talk. And occasionally, there'll be a guest or two who will be watching how you conduct these Legacy Talks, and they're going to think, this is something I would like to do myself. And so the benefits of conducting Legacy Talks are really, really enormous, just from the relationship building side alone. I don't care how small the group is, 3, 4, 5, 6 guests. Being able to sit with you and learn about this over the course of an hour or an hour and a half will get to know you and the power of what it is you deliver in a way that you can't establish that relationship in almost any other way. So to me, if all you get out of a Legacy Talk is that ability to establish the relationship, it's like having the best lead generator ever. But you also have the opportunity to make a little money while you're there, just by selling Legacy Matters programs and gift certificate sales. And by the time you're done, at the very least, everyone will want to register for their free account. There is the opportunity for you to nurture and mentor them until a time when it's very possible they will have a vault upgrade, where you can make some more money then. And if that's not enough, because now they have learned who you are and they've gotten to know you personally, you can leave them your brochure. They're right there. And then you have referrals. It used to be that each person knew 200 people. That isn't the way it is anymore. With social media, each person knows 1,200 people. But for them to go to bat for you, they have to believe in you and they have to get to know you on a personal basis. Having that face-to-face interaction in a very comfortable home environment where you can talk to them about something as important as their family legacy. The opportunity for referrals cannot be underestimated. And imagine just asking the question, does anybody here belong to a book club? Or do they belong to a genealogy club or any recreational club or a social club? You'd be happy to come and speak to their group. And they will love that idea. So just think about a Legacy Talk as a way for you to meet new people who will likely embrace what you do for themselves, buy what you do for others, and refer you to their network. Any one of those that happens is well worth the time to do a Legacy Talk. And so let's talk about your revenue streams for a minute. Obviously, when you sell Legacy Matters programs and the Legacy Matters gift certificates, these are going for $99. You keep all that revenue so you can decide if just for this group, whoever buys their program today, I'll do them for $79. Or if you buy 3 gift certificates for loved ones, I'll give you the third one for free, or whatever. You get all of that flexibility, and all of that income comes to you right there on the spot. And of course, so you'll want to talk to them about upgrading to their vault, which you'll make a little bit of money on. And there will be people, as I said, who will like the idea of doing what you do. And should you register them as a CLA or an IASK member, you will also make your commissions, standard commissions, that way too. So where is the downside? I can't see it. Plan it so that a couple of hours before the actual event, you're able to get together with the host so that you can give the host his or her Legacy Matters program. Get it all set up right there. It's fresh on their mind. They're excited as anything. They can't wait to talk about it. And so you would create their free Legacy Stories account. You would scan with your little FlipPal scanner or some scanner if you have it, 5 of the vintage photos, and you'd upload them to their free slideshow. I would recommend then that you have the host record 4 out of the 5 photos, leaving the very best story for the demo. Now, this would be optional. You could do this if you had time before the talk, or you could wait and do it afterwards. But as you've learned in your CLA training, you would rename the audio recording files so that they match the same corresponding photo JPEG files. That way they can easily be identified on the archival DVD. So what happens at a Legacy Talk? A little bit of social banter or whatever, and you get the program started. The host would introduce you, the CLA. You would need then to tell a brief story about yourself and why being involved in a project is so important to you. And that would be part of your introduction, just to break the ice, to get them to know about you as a human being and a person. And then you would show the 3-minute Living Legacy Project video. This gets them into the mission mindset. And that explains why you are here. Our project is all geared to just to get you started. That's all we want to do. Life gets in the way of people, and we know that. The best of intentions. And then what happens is they regret not having taken that step. And so you could tell a personal story about how the Legacy Matters program got you started. And then you would show the Legacy Matters video that shows the talking photos, scanning 5 photos, because you need to build what a Legacy Matters program contains so that when you go to sell it to them later or a gift certificate later, they will see that. Now understand, these are friends and family of the host, so they have a particular keen interest in the stories of the host. So when you go to the site and you go from one slide to the next and you hear 4 talking photos, you can play the whole things because they're never more than 1, 2, or 3 minutes in length. That's the idea. And they will lean forward. They'll huddle around the screen to hear it, to watch it. And then on the 5th one, depending if the host would like to do that in front of everybody or before that, if they recorded all 5, then play all 5. But what's great is you could say, hey, I've already uploaded another photo. Tell us the story about this, and right in front of them, push that record button. And when it's done, you don't have to play it back for them. You can play a second or 2 of it, but they heard that story and maybe save the best story for last. That experience of sitting around and watching their very best friend or family member, somebody that's special to them, telling them about a particular life event that they knew nothing about, will open up their minds into thinking, my goodness, I really didn't realize the treasure that I possessed in my photographs. By joining through a CLA, we get to automatically be friends just by using my registration link. Actually, depending on your audience, if they're really genealogically based, and that's what they really love, you'd show them that particular feature and say, oh, and by the way, look at how I can link them to the Family Search family tree through this exclusive Tree Connect feature that we have here. By the time you're done with that, they're thrown off their rocker, and you have all of them huddled around a table, close in, looking and hearing and seeing this, and you have full control of that. We match the audio and the photograph files together, and we put them on an archival CD. And this archival CD is said to last 100 to 300 years. You show them that gold CD. This will go in a very special place where you would have your will and all of those things that you want to make sure are secured to pass on to the next generation. And that's how a Legacy Matters plan works. Now, after all that's done, you want to wrap up the evening. So what you would do is recommend that they get started. Take that first step. Think for a minute of Mother's Day coming up, or Father's Day, or Grandfather's Day, or a special anniversary, or someone who is important, an important client of yours that you want to win their loyalty for life. And think, of all the special gifts I could buy them, would this be the kind of a gift that would make a difference? And then talk about buying gift certificates. And then, of course, you're going to want to ask how many people have friends or family that they wish got a chance to see something like this today. There are great incentives that we give for hosts to do this, and we'll be happy to talk to you about this afterwards. And then you might be able to say, and you saw this project, there is no shortage of people that we need to reach. We cannot teach or train CLAs fast enough to reach every family. If you have an interest in that, talk to me afterwards. I'll be happy to show you how easy it is to become a CLA, and take their names and email addresses so that you can create their free accounts using your affiliate link. Obviously, asking for referrals, and of course, don't go away without asking if they belong to any groups, and then it's just a matter of thank you and goodbye. Cannot imagine a more enjoyable evening of something as purposeful as this in the course of an hour to an hour and a half. And once everybody's gone, you would stay a little later so that you can finalize the host's Legacy Matters program for him or her. We have created a basic planning guide that's very easy for a host to work with. So this is an 8.5 by 11. This would be the outside cover then. LegacyTalks would be the front cover, and it's a planning guide. This would be the inside. It tells them what are LegacyTalks, tells them about the services. It explains their rewards. This is where you could take a little bit of time and to talk to them. So what's next? Well, go to your project resources and download this PowerPoint presentation. This way you can review the presentation. If you can be one of the pilot programs, we'll send you 5 free Legacy Matters DVDs that can be given out as gift certificates, where you don't have to have them duplicated or order those. And you saw who the development team is, so go back and look at who these people are and contact them. They'll be happy to work with you because everybody's going to hold hands together, and then send us your feedback so that we can improve on it. There's no telling how good this program can get.